do lowering kits do? Well, they lower your car. According to some of the Need for Speed World community, lowering kits in the game move the car's hitbox lower. But how does this actually impact performance in game? In real life, cars are lowered, have a lower center of gravity, which means less lean in corners and better handling. Lowered cars are also more aerodynamic, which mean they can accelerate faster and reach higher speeds. In game, I tested 2 cars and got consistent results in each test. The test cars are an S-Class Aston Martin Racing DBR9 and an A-Class Nissan Skyline R34 on the WOG server. First test. Do lowering kits affect top speed? Short answer, no. However, if you take a look at the DBR9 test, the lowered car hit 328 km per hour a few times, whereas the non-lowered car did not. This could be a luck thing, based on the game's physics, but even if it isn't, this minute difference in top speed really makes no difference and has no benefit. So no effect on top speed. Second, does it affect acceleration? I used 3 acceleration tests. I used the acceleration test event without NOS, the acceleration test event with NOS, and the classic shipyard acceleration test which players used to do before we had this event. The results are in and no significant difference is detectable. Third, does it affect handling? I know if I run the handling test track in game, there is a big chance that the difference in times is simply due to better driving with one of the builds. So instead, I turn to the circle test. What did I learn from the circle test? I learned that even when using the same setup, you can get different results. I was able to maintain a steady 179 kilometers per hour and then 183 kilometers per hour another time with no lowering kit. The one circle of these runs was wider than the other, which is confusing because you'd expect the turning circle of the car to remain the same, or would you? No, depending on your speed, your turning circle could get larger or smaller. Nonetheless, it found an equilibrium at different points. And with the stage 3 lowering kit, I ran a tight circle with 176 kilometers per hour and then a slightly wider one of 179. I think these differences are due to the wonky physics nature of the game and just finding a different equilibrium around the circle as opposed to the lowering kits themselves. So again, no definitive difference is detectable in the handling of cars. Fourth, does it affect landing jumps? I tested this in a previous video and had inconclusive results. I had to test it again. I tested 2 more cars and I tested them on 2 jump tests. I could not detect a significant difference in landing jumps, unfortunately. Results are varied, but overall they suggest no difference, which is the same result I got in my last tests a few months ago. The fifth test was on whether it affects collision speed loss. I used 2 tests for this. I used GigaXero's collision test in Silverton and a collision straight run through trees. I just made this one up. I simply took the highest speed for each run from A to B and hit every obstacle in front of me. Again, the results for both tests showed no difference in speed loss from collisions. Sixth and finally, does it affect speed loss when going over bumps and curbs? I ran this course and compared top speeds before the final jump. Once again, the results suggest no difference. In saying this, of the 5 runs done with each setup, my DBR9 without a lowering kit was the only one to perform gymnastics. Replicating this and testing whether lowered cars are more stable is not something I'm going to attempt. Trying to repeat flips in this game is just not going to happen. I'm going to say that there is no noticeable difference in car performance when using a lowering kit compared to not using a lowering kit. Use what you like. Done.